Everybody knows about Pete Rose having the most hits, Cal Ripken Jr.'s consecutive games played streak, and Rickey Henderson and all his stolen bases. But here are a few records you probably don't know who holds them and what current player might have the best chance to break it. But first, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy watching MLB content. Everyone likes watching home runs, but sometimes they don't quite get enough of it, and occasionally when that happens, it turns into a sac fly. Not the best outcome, but at least it's a productive out. The all-time leader in sac flies is Eddie Murray with 128. Surprisingly, not as high as I would have thought. The active leader is Albert Pujols at 117. At 41 years old, Pujols says he's still interested in playing, and the fact that no one else that is active looks to have much of a chance to break this record, he has the best opportunity to break it. Take one for the team. If you've ever been around baseball, you know what this means. Get hit by the pitch so you can get on base. For some players, they decided against that. The all-time leader with the most at-bats without getting hit is Mark Limpkey with 3,230. Limpkey played 11 seasons, mostly with the Braves. The active leader in this category is nowhere close to him. Adam Wainwright has 742 at-bats without getting hit. He would clearly not have enough at-bats to come close to this record, as well as most of the current players close to him on this list, as most of them are also pitchers. However, one guy sits at 413 at-bats so far without getting hit, and that is Akil Baddoo. There really aren't any other players close to this record, so Baddoo is the closest that would have any chance at achieving this. He is only 23, so he should get a chance to have enough at-bats. Now the opposite of the guys just mentioned, these guys aren't afraid to take one for the team. Craig Biggio nearly broke the record for most career hit by pitches a decade or so ago, but fell just too short of Huey Jennings' record of 287. During a 5-year stretch, Jennings got plunked 202 times, which is more than any current player. Anthony Rizzo is the active player with the most, sitting at 178 hit by pitches. If Rizzo can keep his career pace, then it would only take 7 more seasons to break the record. Being 31 years old, he will have a great chance to play that many seasons. That makes him the most likely to break the record for most hit by pitches. I was actually not aware he had that many, and I do think he will eventually become the king of getting hit. The hardest part of hitting for a cycle is getting that triple. Getting a triple is a feat that some players only occasionally achieve, and for some, a feat they never achieve. Johnny Estrada was a catcher that played for 8 seasons with 4 different teams that had a total of 2,079 at-bats. Not once in any of those at-bats was he able to hit a triple. The current active leader with the most at-bats without a triple is Victor Carrantini with 913. He is 351 at-bats ahead of the next position player without a triple. Between that and his slow speed, Carrantini might have the best chance to break this record. He is only 28 years old, and like Estrada, he is a catcher. That position is currently one of the worst in the league, meaning Carrantini should get more chances to play, even though his numbers aren't always great. The all-time hits leader, Pete Rose, also has another record that will be extremely hard to break. This one, however, isn't a record he would probably want to have. He has made the most career outs with 10,328. On one hand, this is impressive considering you would have to have a long and probably successful career to achieve this. And the current leader fits into this category as well. Albert Pujols has played 21 seasons and in that time has made 8,385 outs. If he stayed on this career pace, he would have to play 5 more years to pass Pete Rose. I just don't see that as feasible. The current player that I think has the best shot at this record is Manny Machado. He is currently sitting a little under 4,000 outs made. With him being 29, I can see where he could easily play for 10 more seasons, and he would get slightly worse in his mid to late 30s, meaning his outs made would increase in that time. I can see where it is possible Machado does break it. With the way today's game is being played, this next record may be broken multiple times. Russ Nixon was a catcher that played in the late 50s and throughout the 60s. During that time, he had 2,504 at-bats. That is currently the most for any player that never was able to get a stolen base. He did try on a few occasions, but got caught on each one of his 7 attempts. The current leader is Jesus Aguilar with 1,780 at-bats with 0 stolen bases. At the pace he is on, it would take less than 4 more seasons to reach the same number of at-bats as Nixon. However, the main reason why Aguilar has the best chance to break the record is because he doesn't even attempt to steal. In 8 Major League seasons, he only has 1 attempt. He is currently 31, meaning he won't be getting any faster in his career. The only way I see Aguilar not breaking the record is if he has a major injury and can't play, or he gets lucky on some weird play and steals a base. Keeping it on the same page of stealing bases, the all-time leader in stolen bases, Rickey Henderson, is also the all-time leader in times he's been caught stealing with 335 times. This isn't too surprising once you think about it. To get the stolen base record, you have to have a lot of attempts, and the fielding team would also be more prepared for it. Elvis Andrew currently sits at 107 times being caught stealing, which is the most in the MLB right now. That isn't even a third of the record, and with Andrews already 33, he has no way of breaking it. Now, I don't see how anyone currently in the majors would have a shot at this record, but if I had to give it a guess, I would go with Ronaldo Cooney Jr. He is still young and is one of the few players that still tries to steal bases. He is also the youngest player in the top 100 active leaders in times caught stealing. This is the only record on this list where the all-time leader is also a current player. You have heard his name multiple times in this video, and it's Albert Pujols. He is the career leader in times a player is grounded into a double play with 413. Miguel Cabrera is the closest active player, but is so far behind, there is no way he can pass him. Out of all the active players, Nolan Arenado should have the best chance to pass Pujols. It would be hard since Arenado is 30 years old with only 141 double plays grounded into, but I can see where he plays a long time. The man has won the Platinum Glove 5 times, and his defense may keep him in the league longer if his offense slows down, similar to his teammate Yadier Molina. With Pujols still playing, there is no telling how high the record will go, so this is another record that might not be broken by any current player. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and let me know if you want to see more videos with weird records. Thanks, and have a blessed day.